see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sex.
Turkish star rider Toprak Razgatlioglu once again took center stage on the second day of the 2026 Catalonia MotoGP test. This time, attention focused on the latest developments on the Yamaha YZR M1V4 prototype, which began to show significant changes, particularly in the new chassis, which immediately received a positive response from Razgatlioglu. From the start of the morning session, Razgatlioglu remained focused on testing various setup combinations with Yamaha's technical team. After previously struggling to understand the characteristics of Yamaha's latest V4 engine, the World SBK World Champion began to find a better feel, especially when entering the fast corners of Catalunya. According to paddock reports, Yamaha's new chassis significantly improved the bike's stability under hard braking and corner exit acceleration. This gave Razgatlioglu more confidence in opening the throttle earlier. His trademark aggressive riding style also began to emerge, after a few days of caution. On several long runs, his lap times also improved significantly compared to the first day. Toprak even managed to get close to the middle group of regular MotoGP riders, something that led many observers to believe that the Yamaha V4 project was slowly heading in the right direction. Toprak himself was reportedly quite satisfied with the changes in the bike's character. He felt Yamaha's new chassis provided more precise front-end response and helped him more easily control slides when exiting corners. This had been one of the main issues he had been complaining about since he first tried the Yamaha V4 bike. The atmosphere in the Yamaha garage on the second day also seemed much more positive. The mechanics and engineers seemed to be in intense discussions with Toprak to understand the riders' detailed feedback. Yamaha is believed to be truly using the Catalunya test as a crucial opportunity to accelerate the development of their YZR M1V4 project in preparation for the fierce competition in MotoGP next season. If this development continues, it's not impossible that Toprak Razgatlioglu will be a key figure in Yamaha's revival in the V4 era. Many fans are eager to see how much potential Toprak's aggressive combination with Yamaha's new project will have when it actually hits the MotoGP track. And here's the full news. The second day of the 2026 Catalunya MotoGP test once again brought significant attention to Yamaha's new project with Toprak Razgatlioglu. After previously struggling to tame the characteristics of the latest generation Yamaha YZR M1V4, the situation began to change drastically. Toprak finally began to find the comfort he had been looking for, especially after Yamaha introduced a new chassis package that immediately showed significant improvements on the Catalunya track. From the start of the morning session, the Yamaha garage seemed much busier than the first day. Engineers continued to make setup changes to Toprak's bike. Their main focus this time was testing the new chassis, developed specifically to suit the characteristics of Yamaha's still-evolving V4 engine. In the first run, Toprak immediately tried several laps at a consistent pace to gauge the bike's feel. The results were quite surprising. The Turkish rider began to look much more aggressive, entering the fast corners of the second and third sectors of Catalunya. Toprak's signature riding style, known for his boldness under hard braking, slowly re-emerged after previously appearing somewhat restrained. The most significant change was in the bike's front-end feel. Toprak reportedly began to feel much more stable on the front tire when cornering at high speed. This was crucial for him, as during previous tests he had complained several times about a lack of confidence in the front end of the Yamaha V4. Furthermore, the new chassis also helped the bike feel more composed when accelerating out of corners. The spinning and wild rear-end movements that had occurred on the first day began to diminish. This allowed Toprak to finally open the throttle more quickly without worrying about losing grip. In several long-run simulations, his times continued to improve. In some sectors, Toprak even managed to set times close to those of regular MotoGP riders. This situation immediately caught the attention of the paddock, as many had previously doubted whether Toprak could adapt quickly to the characteristics of MotoGP prototype bikes, which are very different from those of World SBK bikes. Most interestingly, communication between Toprak and the Yamaha crew appeared to be increasingly solid. Every time he returned to the pits, he immediately had a long discussion with the engineers, showing them telemetry data. Toprak was very detailed in explaining how the bike reacted under braking, changing direction, and accelerating out of corners. Yamaha itself is believed to be very satisfied, as Toprak's feedback has been instrumental in accelerating the development of their V4 bike. Several paddock sources even stated that Yamaha has begun to find a new direction for the YZR M1 V4 project thanks to Toprak's aggressive riding style. They see that the bike's character is now slowly becoming suited to the needs of a rider who relies on hard braking and extreme corner entry like himself. Throughout the afternoon session, Toprak continued to experiment with various aerodynamic and weight distribution combinations. Although he still experienced a few minor slides at the final corner of Catalunya, his overall performance was much more stable than the first day. This created a much more optimistic atmosphere in the Yamaha garage. The fans present at the Catalunya circuit also applauded several times when Toprak rode past with his aggressive riding style. Many are beginning to imagine how exciting it would be if Toprak were to one day compete fully in MotoGP with this new Yamaha V4 project. On the other hand, Yamaha is under immense pressure to rebound after struggling to compete with DUCATI and other European manufacturers in recent seasons. Therefore, the positive developments on the second day of the Catalunya test are an important signal that their V4 engine project is starting to show new promise. Toprak Razgatlioglu is now slowly starting to look comfortable on the Yamaha YZR M1 V4. If this development continues in the next few tests, it's possible that the Yamaha and Toprak combination will pose a serious threat to future rivals. Catalunya may have been just a test, but what happened on the second day was enough to make many believe that Yamaha's big project is finally moving in the right direction.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination